Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot, and still on the rather dreadful topic of Andrew and his debauchery and scandals and the Yorks in general. I wonder what they call themselves now. And we're going to be looking now in this reading at consequences for Beatrice and Eugenie. They still have their HRHs, they're still princesses under the current regime, but we're being told very clearly that when it's King William's turn, he is going to strip them of those HRH princess titles, styles, or whatever they are, and it's going to go badly for them. So clearly never going to be working royals, and clearly they are out. Got the Deviant Moon Tarot on the tarot table. I want to have a look at them because the obvious thing is to feel sorry for them. And in the beginning I did. I thought, oh my goodness, raised by those dreadful parents, what hope was there for them? There's always been a ghastly rumor about one of them being almost offered, I could say a much stronger word, but I won't. There's long been rumours about one of them being offered to Geoffrey when she was very, very young. We're not looking at that now. They are in trouble enough in the public eye for being the first to visit Geoffrey with their darling mother when he came out of prison. And so that's not a good look. And of course, Andrew Loney is very clear that he doesn't feel any sympathy for them. His take on the situation is that they are as deeply in the doo-doo as their parents, basically, and that we shouldn't waste our sympathies on them. I'm going to just have a look at how they're doing. First of all, Beatrice and Eugenie, and then we're going to look at their husbands, because they must be wondering what they got themselves into. Edo and Jack, we'll have a look at them. Then we're going to look at the girls and their feelings about their parents. First of all, their father, then their mother. How's the family doing, basically, and then where to for these two girls? How's it going to unfold for them ultimately? Just generally, I just want to ask the tarot to give me an indication of life going forward for them. They were supposed to attend a ball in London on Saturday night, the inaugural Pink Ball at the British Museum, London's answer to the Met Gala. They did not show up, so they're obviously laying low, licking their wounds, wondering what to do. Of course, Eugenie can hop over to Portugal and carry on her life there. Beatrice, I'm sure, has got places where she can disappear to, Italy, perhaps. But very unpleasant for them right now. So we're I'm not asking how complicit they were in any of these things. I don't feel it's time for that. I'm just checking them out at the moment in this reading, and I do want to say it is tarot and it's for fun and entertainment, although it doesn't feel like fun and entertainment at the moment. And of course it is all speculation or my opinion. Just read energy, just reading their energy, seeing how they're doing. And a disclaimer in the box below. Deviant Moon Tarot on the tarot table still, in case I didn't show it to you. Can't remember if I did. Got the star as the underlying energy, so that's hopeful energy and healing energy. Perhaps they can turn this around. They're going to have to work very, very hard if they want to turn this around. But now, one thing I do want to say about the star card is it's Aquarius energy. And who's the Aquarian in the mix? Geoffrey. All about him. All about him. He, of course, kept Fergie in funds for 15 years. Andrew Loney saying 2 million, I don't know if dollars or pounds, doesn't matter, that he speculates might have been the kind of money that Fergie was getting from Geoffrey. Anyway, so two things going on here with the underlying energy. One is Geoffrey, and the other is healing, hope, finding your path, finding your purpose, and all of that. Situation we're dealing with today for these girls. They're not girls, but anyway, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Destabilized energy and their future very much at risk here. It's kind of a Queen Victoria vibe, isn't it? And these children nestling in her strange skirts. And there was always that strange rumor about Beatrice that one day she would rule, and she is very Queen Victoria-ish. That promise of, yeah, however mad that was in terms of fortune telling, that promise of an abundant future, a stable future in the skirts, the protective skirts of the royal family, of granny, great granny, great, however many greats, gone. Gone. They are facing a very uncertain future now. And interesting, who is that Queen of Pentacles in the royal family right now? The one that they were very unkind to, allegedly. And there is famous footage of, I think it was Eugenie, elbowing Catherine out the way, or sort of giving her a dig in the ribs. If I'm not mistaken, if I am mistaken, I do sincerely apologize. But she's the Queen of Pentacles in waiting now. And these two, the blood princesses, what blood it is, are out. A lot of messaging in that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So ask how they're doing. Beatrice first, just generally looked at the parents in the previous reading, not happy at all, feeling her progress is blocked. She's gone silent with that Eight of Wands. It's communication carded in reverse. She's shut down. Sure, she's off her socials. She's not taking calls. She's not replying to messages. She's gone very quiet. And she's feeling that her path is blocked. Her future is blocked. So I feel for her. I do feel for her. I think personally, disclaimer here, I feel for her more than I do for the other one. So let's look at the other one, Eugenie. How's she doing right now? And we've got the Seven of Pentacles, taking stock. And this is more about money for her. And I think that they have more financial problems than Beatrice and Edo have. That's my sense of Jack and Eugenie. And looking at this, she's looking at this from an investment point of view and a return on investment. And it's interesting because the Seven of Pentacles is 7 years, and she of course picked sides way back when, and she chose the Parkles, did she not? And made it very obvious that she was on Team Parkle. I think she might be looking at this and thinking, that didn't go so well. Even though the card is upright, this is much less dramatic energy than Beatrice's energy, the Eight of Wands in reverse. She's looking at it more in a more calculating way of, right, I invested over there in California, that didn't work so well, now what? Now what am I going to do? How am I going to fix this? The Star, of course, our underlying energy. So, let's look now at their husbands, of course. Edo first. How does he feel about this whole mess? Oof, Temperance in reverse. He's fed up to the back teeth of this. Temperance is anger when it's in reverse, impatience. Just, I think he lost it when he found out. And it's not that he doesn't know, because he's very well acquainted with Andrew and Sarah and has been since he was young, as far as I understand things. So it's not a big surprise, all of this, but fed up. I think fed up that the situation has got as out of hand as it has got. He's really very, very angry. It's rocked his world, shaken him. It's taken things out of balance in his world. He's probably looking at it and thinking there are going to be consequences for him personally, in business, in contacts, networks. He's very much a networker, and oh dear, with that card, doesn't bode well for him. How about Jack? What is Jack thinking right now? Ooh, same energy, except his is more direct. Temperance card is, of course, angel. You can see those wings, turns into the devil in reverse. You can see this is the card 14 of the major arcana. This is the next one along, card 15. Jack's got the devil. He's married to the devil. He's chained to the devil. His mother-in-law, his father-in-law, those are devils. The greed, the addictions, the S with an X, all perversions, all of those kinds of things, debauchery, and there it is. And this is what he is now associated with, aligned with, connected with, no matter what. This doesn't go away. It's never going to go away, the stain. And they both know it. Their cards are much more serious than the girls. Much more serious. And it's interesting that the outsiders see it. The insiders are blind to the level of depravity that is natural to them. That has been their lives, whether in the S with an X context or just the level of indulgence and waste that we heard about through Andrew Loney, the meals that were cooked and left uneaten, the bottles of very expensive champagne that were opened and not drunk, those kinds of excesses that they obviously didn't see, but anyone looking in at it sees, even if they come from quite a privileged background, as certainly Edo does. Jack doesn't, as far as I understand things. But let's move on. Let's look at the girls again. Feelings about their father, Andrew. First of all, Beatrice, how does she feel about her father right now? She was the one who sat in on that interview. King of Pentacles in reverse matches that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's turned her world upside down, turned her view of him upside down. She thought the world of him. He was stable, he was honorable, he was dutiful, he was steady, he wasn't lying, and now she's seeing him in a whole different light, and she's not liking what she's seeing at all. And it's also messing with her future, because her future is now very doubtful. And what she thought she knew isn't what is. It's very bad energy for her. I think Tarot's used up the card that it would normally have over there. My sense of this is all, of course, my opinion. How about Eugenie and her relationship with her father now? A view of him now. King of Swords, upright. So she's looking at this, and she's looking at it quite coldly, and in quite a calculating way. And it's interesting that I've used the word calculating a couple of times in this reading with her. That's how her energy is coming through. I think she's looking at her father and on one level and saying, fix it, work it out, fight it, defend yourself. Beatrice has already gone down that road of defend yourself and do an interview with Emily Maitlis and see how that goes. So Beatrice isn't going to make that mistake again. King of Pentacles in reverse. But Eugenie might be thinking, fight this. It's certainly not disgust, disappointment, never speaking to you again, that kind of thing, whereas Beatrice is much more disappointed. Mother. Beatrice and Mother. Fergie. King of Wands. Interesting, we're getting all these kings. Very powerful energy. Very, very powerful. I think she's going to stay loyal to Fergie. More loyal to Fergie than to Andrew. Curiously. With that King of Wands. That she still feels that Mother is a leading light in her life, very powerful influence in her life. Wands is fire, is passion, is that kind of passionate support. And it's interesting that again we have these little creatures clinging to the King of Wands. So I think she's going to stay loyal to Mother. I'm surprised, but you know, family is family, I guess. And there's obviously a side of Fergie we don't know about. A small side of Fergie, in my opinion. How about Eugenie? Nine of Swords. Not so convinced about Mama. Interesting. One's coming across as supporting father, one's coming across as more supporting mother. And Eugenie is very anxious about Mother, stressed about her, her relationship with her, and what to do about her. I don't have more to say about that. It's just, that's the way it is. So, outcome for these two. First of all, Beatrice, what road is she on now? What's her future hold? Very defensive energy. She's going to be very reserved. She's going to retreat. It's carrying on from that 8 of Wands energy where she is now, and she's going to stay in 9 of Wands energy. She's less out there anyway, as far as I understand things. I think Eugenie is the one who's more on social media and more out and about. Beatrice, strange energy for a Leo to be like this, but it's more, I'm going to just keep my little fire burning and stay at home, raise a drawbridge, keep my energy very protected, very guarded, very defensive, and private withdrawal from the public eye. That's how that's going for her. It's a sad energy. It is a sad energy. The other one, Eugenie, her future path, not a great path. The 4 of Cups, foreign. I said Portugal. That looks to me like Portugal. Going to Portugal and feeling very bleh, feeling very out of sorts, very unwanted, unloved, bored. Who's going to come and entertain me? Who am I going to hang out with? I think she's quite the party animal, or was. And who's going to party with me now? I'm guessing that they're not going to get Meghan and Harry inviting them to Montecito to be packed with them. It's bored and apathetic and got no future, no projects, nothing to do. This energy is much more vulnerable. Beatrice's energy is more vulnerable, more ashamed, more, I don't want anyone to see me. I'm going to sit with this while I heal and while I try and figure this out. I don't think this is forever and ever energy here. I think this is short to medium term, what they're going to do. And this energy for me is much less forgivable. I have much less sympathy with this 4 of Cups because it feels a bit brattish. It feels like, oh, no one's phoning me, no one's inviting me anywhere, nobody wants to hang out with me, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. It's that kind of energy, and I don't like that energy. I don't like it when people sit in that energy at all, just me personally. So that is how it's looking for the 2. Still princesses. Prince William going to get rid of all of that when he ascends to the throne. The husbands are the ones that are really not happy right now. In a family that is really not happy, there's a standout level of unhappiness, anger. What are we going to do? How are we going to get out of this? We're never going to be able to get out of this. This is taking us down as well. What did they think when they signed up on the dotted line? But anyway, hindsight is 2020. Of course, that is the reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.